I'm always striving to make myself better. And for the most part, I'm pretty sure all of you that are listening, watching, reading are doing the same. We want to get more out of ourselves. Our society, though, is enamored by success. We love success. We love the best. That's why we watch movies. That's why we watch sports. Respect, money, fame, power. There are varying levels of motivation among us, but the hunger is there for everybody. But remember, we like winners. We like to know who's the best. We like to know the score. We like to know what the rankings are. It's human nature to compare yourself, to strive to be like the best. And this is the perception. This is what it is. It's success. But this is just one point of view. And that's the point of view I'm going to take here is as follows. It starts with becoming a person of value. I heard this the other day. It was pretty, I always think about kind of like what I want to accomplish in my life and what I want to accomplish with the channel and doing podcasts and just really trying to build something greater than myself. And I keep thinking about how am I going to, make a living. And when it comes down to it, it's not really about trying to make money or make a living. It's really more about adding value to the community. It's really about giving and providing something that people want to buy. People want to get more out of. While in the process of training, for example, you're dieting, you're working hard, you're squatting, you're pushing yourself, you're making yourself better and you're getting results. But it's my belief that the best results, the fastest results come from adding value. Whatever your expertise, you can share your experience and help someone out. You can. Whoever's around you or YouTube video like I do. It's when we share and teach, we learn to collaborate. In an effort, when we help each other, we basically skyrocket or exponentially help ourselves by sharing because our understanding deepens. Understanding deepens for kind of idea breakthroughs. Like when I train somebody, or I do over a squat assessment, check people's muscle imbalances, or I hurt myself, or I kind of make a heavy weight light, I get this breakthrough, a mini breakthrough. When I write an article, when I make a video, when I'm adding value, hoping to make a positive impact on you that's listening or to the client that I'm training. When you train with a workout partner, with a friend, you're adding value by just being there. You add energy to the environment. It helps each of you move closer to your goals. You don't have to be an expert to add value or teach. Just view it as sharing your experience if for whatever reason that's not what you think it should be, or maybe you're timid or whatnot. When you do this, you put yourself out there. You make it so that you can reap the rewards of positive feedback. But there's always a negative, and the opposite is also true. You make it so that you can be provided negative feedback or trolling or thumbs down. The risk of failure, the risk of basically failure, right? When you get negative feedback, just like getting under the barbell, very much the same. Just when you make or try to get under a bar, 95% of your one repetition max or more, you're increasing your chance for failure. But it's in these moments when we when we put ourselves out there, we provide ourselves basically fertilizer, right? And think about the first time you asked someone out on a date, or maybe the first time you had a or just your first job interview or a very important job, promotion. You're putting yourself out there. You're dancing on the edge of failure. You're risking something. It will give you a growth boost. It will make profound change in your life. And that's what you have to do if you want to grow out of this shell. And each day as I make a video and I talk, I'm learning more and more that it's a really big deal. There's things that I don't want to do, things I don't like to do that I'm going to have to do, and I'm working myself to get there. And each video I make, each article I write, each podcast I create moves me closer there. So hope you got something positive out of this. Hope you got something from it. Thanks for listening, watching. If you're reading, there's a related blog post. If you want to share it, I'd appreciate it if you got something out of it. If you'd like to be notified when I make a video like this again, be sure you're subscribed to the email list, which link will be in the description. But other than that, click thumbs up if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys on the next video. So I hope you enjoyed that article that I wrote, or that article I read to you. Essentially what I wrote on my blog at deadliftnerd.com, or it might be ryansaplin.com. I don't know where I'm posting this. But this is kind of a section. I have some extra footage that I kind of want to combine together. This is March 17th and March 19th of 2015, doing a small love bench press program. And I'm lifting, looks like 260. I think I'm doing 3s or 4 reps. And I'll tell you, this is essentially the weight where I get kind of scared, because you never know how it's going to be. But because I'm following a program, I'm having to follow what it tells me to do. So that's kind of one of the main things that I like about training programs that's really effective, is you don't get a chance to really screw yourself in the head a lot of the time, because that's what the biggest challenges with training is that, can you lift this weight? Because we all have these mental blocks and numbers. I've talked about this in other videos. But the training's been going good. I mean, if you saw my previous video, my AC injury, I obviously small off. High volume benching has essentially gotten me to a point where it irritated my AC joint. But throughout this process, my philosophy has been to just train as much as I can for long periods of time with volume without getting hurt. And I keep finding those upper limits. And I found that with the squat is a very good sweet spot doing once a week. Or maybe essentially doing once a week, and then maybe every third or fourth week I'll do twice a week. And that seems to work really good for me, because I do have some issues with my left knee. Have some muscle imbalances that kind of make my knee not move right. Now, with the bench, for other hands, or I should say upper body I tend to tolerate a lot of volume. The problems that I kind of arise when it comes to training is doing like elbow pain is very common when you do a lot of volume with a lot of accessory work, like tricep stuff and shoulder work, because the heavy gripping, lots of sets and reps, they fatigue the forearms, which lead up into the elbows. And sort of kind of what I try to do is I try to essentially just have fun, and that's doing the big three. But I'm coming to the conclusion that I already know this. I just had been so stubborn not to do what I need to do, and that is lateral raises and bicep curls and tricep extensions, the bodybuilding stuff that sort of got me to this place. And I'm going to eventually get back there. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this part of the video. If you're still watching, I like to know kind of like what your thoughts are on your training. Like, what are you doing? Because are you making progress? Are you stuck? Because I never get to talk to anybody about their personal training for themselves. Anyways, thanks for listening, and I'll see you guys on the next video.